So there's a few things about fasting that I feel like they're not talked about enough. And I feel like when I became a Christian, I did not understand the purpose of fasting. And yesterday I was at church, and there was this girl that I met yesterday. There was a group of us, we were talking about fasting, and this girl, I think she used to go there, but she hasn't been there in a while, and then she's back. And we were talking, and then she asked us like, but what's the purpose of fasting? And I think this is something that, like, when I started going to church, I would see them do like 21 day of fasting, and or like whatever, 7 day fasting. But it always felt like a bargain to me, and I'm not blaming the church, but maybe my lack of spiritual maturity at the time, where like it felt like, okay, so I will ask God for this, and I'll give up for I don't know, chocolate for a week. And it didn't really put the focus on what the really meaning about fasting was, or the importance of fasting. And as I mature in my faith, and study more the word, in Matthew 9, verses 14 through 15, it says that then John's disciples came and asked him, how is it that we and the Pharisees fast often, but your disciples do not fast? Then Jesus answered, how can the guests of the bridegroom mourn while he is with them? The time will come when the bridegroom will be taken for them, then they will fast. In this passage, Jesus is saying, hey, why would they fast when I'm here with them? It's going to come a time that I will not be with them, so they will fast. So Jesus is saying that this is the way for us to stay connected with him. It's part of that connection. It's for us to fast. We're sacrificing in order to get close to Jesus. We're letting go of things that are important to us. We're not eating, right? And there's different fasts. Like you have this Esther fast, you have 21 days of fasting, which is the Daniel fasting, and there's different ways you can fast, but there is an intention of getting closer to God. On Matthew 6 verses 16 through 17, it says, when you fast, do not look somber as the hypocrites do, for they disfigure their faces to show others they are fasting. Truly I tell you, they have received their reward in full. But when you fast, put oil on your head and wash your face. It's not saying if you fast, it's saying when you fast, which there is an understanding that it's not giving an option if we're going to fast, but it's saying when you do fast, because in order for you to get that connection, it's important that we fast. And once I got to understand that and actually experience not just the cutting off, oh, I'm going to cut chocolate or soda or whatever it is, and I'm not saying this to diminish when you do that, but there is an intention behind of getting closer to Jesus. So that's why it's so important that when you do fast, that you also put on time to pray, to worship, to have quiet time with God. So you are aligning yourself and getting close to God through your fasting.